A lot of people recently have been asking for me to play 20 Strong, and usually I will do these games on a live stream over on twitch.tv/D20 Woodworking, but I thought I would create a playthrough game off stream to, I guess, promote the stream. So you should all go over to twitch.tv/D20 Woodworking, hit the follow button, turn on notifications so you know when I go live. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you have a free Prime sub to give out, which actually pays the content creators on that channel. So make sure to go do that and go give that out. So let us kind of go through 20 Strong and go play the game. I'll kind of break it down and explain it. Really, the first thing you got to do, though, is take some dice and just get that fresh gasoline smell. Let's drop down to the table and check out the game. All right, so we're going to play a game of the Solar Sentinels. Get it kind of set up now. We'll shuffle up our enemy deck. We're playing with Valkyrie MK7, and we'll have to do things with that in a second. And then we have our boss deck over here, which we'll shuffle in a second. I have all my active dice at the bottom here, and I'll try to go through and explain like at least the first round so you can figure it out. And then we'll move on from there and see if we can get some more stuff. Go on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's a stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, cool. All right, so we'll flip those over in a second so you can see what the top ones are. We'll just shuffle this. First thing we have to do, though, is with the Valkyrie. When you select Valkyrie MK7 during game setup, increase your stat dice by a total of +2. So I don't really care about heart per se. I'm going to do the commit phase by 1 and the recovery phase by 1. I think that would be pretty strong. All right, let's flip over to the top card of each of these. I'm not sure if you were allowed to see them first, but yeah, why not? All right, so basically the way that this works is on the back of the rules, you activate against an enemy. If it's a mandatory enemy, which we'll note in a second when I'm sure they come up, we would pull in that enemy and play against them. We have to resolve any of the plus enemies. We'll deal with that in a second. Then you do the strategy phase. Our strategy phase is 3 rounds in a row, as noted by this die. We commit dice, we roll dice, and then we apply dice. Anything that wasn't applied, we can commit and then commit more dice if need be, and then roll it all and then apply. And we just keep doing that. And then we suffer damage and do the resolve phase. We'll deal with that in a second. Let me just move this over so you can see this. So misses from previous strategy phase are not re-rolled. Okay, let's do this War Spore. No, let's not do that. Exhaust 1 die from your pool to set the let's do this one. So let's do Enthrall Corpse. So because he has a skull on it, we have to pick another enemy. But basically the way that this works is that he has 4 life we got to deal damage to. And if we don't beat him, he's going to deal 1 damage to us. So let's flip this over. Not mandatory. If this enemy is not defeated, place it on top of any stack. Its reward is now during activation. Okay, so let's go against this enemy too. We have to pick a second one because of this skull thing. So we have to deal 7 damage total is basically what we're dealing with. I want to take out both for sure. So we will be able to recover 3 dice. So we're going to do a red, a purple, a blue, and a green. Let's start with that. We have 3 rounds to roll. So we're going to commit these 4 dice and roll them and see what we get. All right, a critical, a hit, and then a miss. So I'm not going to apply the red one yet. We'll do the critical on here, so it does 2 damage, and we'll apply this one here. All right, so I'm not going to commit those. The reason being is because the red one is always going to hit and has a critical side, so we might as well just keep rolling until we possibly get a critical. So now it's the second time for the strategy phase, so we can commit more dice. So we have 1 hit, 2, 3. Let's do a 4 and a 5, right? Let's do some lower dice. Maybe we can get the critical. So this is the second time doing it. All right, so we'll take the green and put it on. So that's 2. We still need more hits. So we'll take these 3. We're going to need our guarantee hit. So we need 2 more hits, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do a blue to really make sure, and 1 more green. Let's just really make sure. Let's just start off on the right foot, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we just got the hits. So that's 3 hits. So now everything gets applied that you want, right? So this is all applied, whatever. we would suffer any damage, but there was no damage because they all got knocked out, so we don't have to worry about them. Then after effects, if this enemy is not defeated, no, we did. In the roll step, if you roll 2 or more misses, discard this enemy. We did roll 2 or more misses, which I completely forgot about. So we discard this enemy. We should have just done that to begin with. That's why you read the card each time. My bad. But yeah, so the way that worked was that there was a constant effect on it. So should have done that. That's my bad. So this enemy gets knocked out. There's no reward. We don't have to worry about it. So that's all of our exhausted dice now go away. So that's the next step, exhaust your dice. Now we can recover dice. We have 3 dice we can recover. So we'll recover that one, and that one. Okay, then we will clean up. So there's a special cleanup rule for this where we have to discard one of the top cards. We will discard this one. Okay, so let's do War Spore. So we're going to take him on. So we choose him as an enemy. He only has 3 life, 1 attack, but in the roll dice step, misses from previous strategy phases are not re-rolled. So you have to deal 3 damage to him. So let's do these 2 with step 1. Right, let's roll these 2. All right, perfect. So a critical and a regular hit, we can apply that. That's really good for us. We don't have to keep going through anything. We're good there. So we would suffer any damage, but there's no damage. After effects, we get to recover 2 dice. So we'll recover a blue one and a green one there. It's instant reward. Exhaust our dice. And then we get to do our recovery dice step, which we get to recover 3. So purple, red, and another green. And then these are still exhausted. Gain item reward. There is no item reward. So we're good there. And then we get to discard 1 from the top of the stack. I'm going to discard this one because I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's do in this roll step, if you roll 4 or more hits, discard this enemy. All right, let's put the Thrall out. And then let's put this one out as well. So we got to take on 2 because this one had the plus enemy sign. And this one states in the roll dice step, if you roll 4 or more hits, discard this enemy with no reward. All right, we'll have to do that carefully. And then this one states for each critical you apply to an enemy, you must first exhaust an unapplied hit. Okay. We may just take a hit from one of them. So I want to take out this guy first. You know, let's just do 2, 3, 4. Let's roll our 4 to try and knock this out. And do this. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. No critical, so that's fine. All right, so second phase, we'll roll the yellow and this one. If you roll 4 more hits. Let's do 3, 4. Try and knock him out. I don't want to roll a critical, though. Now, let's roll these 2 for a second strategy phase. We're just going to try to take the 1 out. All right, so we got this guy out. So he's done. The question is, do we just want to take the hit from the Thrall? We only have 3 life, but I think it's okay because this one will give us +1 at the start of each round. Yeah, I think we're going to stop there. We're going to stop there. So we're just going to suffer the damage. So we take 2 damage, brings us down to 1 life. Okay. So they go away before I forget. And then this one we get as an enemy. So these all go away or get as a reward. So our reward states infinite. At the start of each round, you get +1 heart if you have 3 or fewer, which we do. Now we get to recover. So we'll recover this one, and this one. Now at the end of the phase, we get to discard a card. We'll discard extra enemy card because I hate dealing with extra enemies. And now it's a mandatory one. So, all right. The max of 2 dice can be applied to this enemy. All right, so we start a new phase. We get to increase our life by 1. Now, we have to take this enemy. So it states a max of 2 dice can be applied to this enemy. In the roll dice step, re-rolling unapplied hits from previous strategy phases is optional. In the roll dice step, re-rolling unapplied hits from previous strategy phases is optional. Okay. So let's roll the red and the purple, right? Because we can only, a max of 2 dice can be applied to this enemy. All right, so we got the critical and we got a regular. So now it's second strategy phase. All right, now a critical. Okay, cool. That knocks it out. So now in the roll phase step, re-rolling unapplied hits from previous strategy phases is optional. I always thought it was, so I guess I've been playing that slightly wrong. So we got a reward. We get to exhaust our dice, then we get to recover 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now we get to throw away a card. Let's get rid of banish all misses. No, let's get rid of this one. Drone alone 3. So let's take on the wild spore things. So a max of 5 dice can be committed to this engagement. So we'll only commit 5, which I think should be fine. 3 damage, 1 health. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3. We'll do these 3 dice. See what this gets us on the first stage. So we have a hit and a hit. So we'll keep the 1 hit. We'll roll the next ones. All right, that's 2, 3. Perfect. So it knocks him out. Okay, so suffer damage. There is none. After effects, we get to flip the top boss card face up. If one is already face up, discard it first. Cannot be used in the end game. Okay, I think we'll have to pay attention to that. Sorry, we gain that award. All right, exhaust and then recover. So exhaust, and then we just recover these, which is fine. Now we get to throw away 1 from the top of our deck because of the cleanup phase. I can't do a mandatory one, unfortunately. So a max of 8 dice can be committed this engagement. Yellow dice can only be applied to the enemy. No. Oh, so you have to apply a yellow one. Let's get rid of this one. That sounds tough. All right, so let's do swarm. Oh, shoot. I forgot to heal up because at the cheese pizza at the start of each round, you get +1 health if you have 3 or fewer. So we might have actually been 1 high. No, I think we're still good. I think that's still fine. All right, so we have to do swarm, riposte, and then let's do this one. So criticals cannot be applied, and attacks on purple and red do nothing. So what we're going to do is roll a bunch of cheap ones. Let's roll all the cheap ones. So it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need all of them to hit. We have 3 rolls to do it. Or some criticals would be nice. Okay, we got some criticals. So 4 critical. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that went really well. Okay, so we defeated everyone, right? Because we didn't use purple or whatever. Oh no, criticals cannot be applied. Oh no, that's right. All right, so we can't apply these. My bad. So we'll do these 3 onto... No, we'll put it on here. 3 on here, and then we re-roll these. All right, second phase, right? Second. All right, so 4, 5, 1, and then now last one. I think this lasts all game, so we can't do it. Okay. All right, so this one deals damage to first, yeah, suffer damage. So we go down to 2 life. Okay. Then after effects, there is no after effects, so that's fine. Exhaust the dice. All my dice go away, sad. And then recover dice, so we can recover, what's the next highest? Blue. So 2, 3 blue. Gain our rewards. This was our reward, so we get that. And then this just goes away. And then we discard 1 from the top of the pile. We'll discard... Oh, wait, we have to take a damage. Wait, did we take a damage? I think we took a damage. And then we have to discard this one. All right, so activate. First thing I want to do is use an enemy. Actually, no. First thing, this goes up to 5. Because of the pizza. We might as well use Wild Spore Seed to flip the top of a boss enemy, the Alpha Beast. So that's something. All right, so If this enemy is defeated, banish all dice applied to it. That's not great, because I don't want to banish a die, but probably have to do that. So let's do that. Let's take on that enemy. We just have to deal 1 damage to it, but we're going to be banishing a die. So the after effect is if this enemy is defeated, banish all dice applied to it. Let's roll a blue. We get 3 chances with this to roll blue. All right, miss. Second chance. All right, so we got the hit. So we defeated it. So that's good. We don't suffer any damage. Solid. After effects, if this enemy is defeated, banish all dice. So we'll just put this off the mat so it's done. We get an instant reward. First we have to exhaust dice, which they're gone. So now we get to do recovery. So we get to recover 3. So recover a blue and then a bunch of greens. So let me just move these over a little bit so I have some space. Then we get to do the reward, which is we get to recover even more dice moving forward. So we get to recover 4 and get rid of this card. All right. Well, let's discard this one. All right, so we have to go against the Bee Seeker. Count the total number of applied dice. Discard that many cards on the top of the stacks one at a time. Okay. Now to start off with, what does it say? At the start of each round, +1 heart if you have 3 or fewer. We have 3, so we go up to 4 now. Really good card. Okay. So count the total number of applied dice. Discard that many cards on the top of any stack. Okay. So we have to deal 4 damage. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do these. Actually, we'll do these 3 dice. So first commit. We'll do hit. And we'll keep this one. Second. There's the critical. Okay. So that's 4 damage. So we have knocked him out. So we take no damage. After effects, count the total number of dice applied. Discard that many from the top of the decks. We'll discard this one. 1. 2, 3. Okay. These get exhausted. We get to recover 4 dice now. So we'll take 3, 4. And instant recovery, 2 health. So we're up to 6 life. Cool. All right. Next step of the phase. Max of 2 dice can be applied to enemies in each apply step. I don't like that. And or recover 2 dice. All right, let's do the Lunar Sentinel. Let's try to go against that. All right, so it's got 8 life and 2 damage will deal. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's roll this 5 and see where that gets us. All right, critical 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're gonna roll a bunch to try to get rid of this. Okay, that was our second one. So we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more hits. Last one. All right, 2 more hits. All right, success. So it doesn't do anything after us, which is fine. We exhaust all of our dice. Hold on, wait. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure what the after effects are exactly. After effects are all the arrows. Okay. So then, no, the lightning bolt is instantaneous, right? So I have to do that right when they are defeated. I want to make sure I do this right because I don't think I can get back a bunch of the dice. Take effect immediately when the conflict card they defeated is printed is defeated. So we have to recover up to 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll recover all of our cheap points. And or discard a non-mandatory enemy from the top of any stack. We'll do that too. We'll do it off of this one. Okay. Now we have to exhaust all these dice. And then we get to recover 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we get to the end of phase. Hopefully I've been doing that. Discarding a card from the top. So we'll discard that one. All right, let's go against the tortoise. Let's go against the tortoise and see if we can get some stuff going with that. Yeah, we'll do the tortoise. All right, so we'll do 1, 2, 3. Let's do a blue. Let's roll these 4 dice and see if we get any criticals or anything. So first time. Okay, so blue had a hit. I'm going to re-roll all of these. So second time. Okay. Let's roll. We get the hit in. Let's roll 2 more dice. This is the final time. We need to do 5 hit with 4 dice. 6, 5, yeah. Okay, critical third. Okay, we did not succeed. All right, so that drops us down by 3 life, so we're down to 3, which is terrible. We don't get the recovery thing, so all these go exhausted. This goes away. We can recover 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Discard another one from the top. Let's discard this one. Oh boy. Okay, so we have to take on this one. It states each enemy can have only 1 die color applied to them. All right, so we'll do that one. A max of 4 dice can be committed to this engagement. We'll do that as well. Okay, so sorry, this was the beginning, so we get to increase our health by 1 because it's cheese pizza. All right. Each enemy can only have 1 die color applied to them. So let's roll 1 of each color. Actually, let's roll 2 yellows. Yeah, 2 yellows. All right, let's roll all these. A max of 4 dice, actually max of 4 dice, can be committed this engagement. So that's the entire phase, right, is the engagement. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, so theoretically we could hit it. All right, so we have an attack. Flip the top boss card if there's one. Okay. Let's re-roll all this second time. All right, there's a critical. So apply that there. And then we need 2 hits. 2 hits. All right, perfect. We got it. So that's 3, 4. So that's 2 hits there. That's a 2, 3. Good. So nothing's going to do anything to us. After effects, 4 dice. Okay, we're good there. There's no after effects. Okay, exhaust all the dice. Then we get to recover. So recover this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we get our rewards. Actually, oh wait, I think we have too many rewards. I mean, we didn't really use the other one. Number of rewards you can have. Yeah, we can only have 3. So let's get rid of this one. Hold this one and get rid of this one. Okay. I think we're good there. Discard 1 from the top of the deck. We'll discard this one. And we're getting near the end of the stacks. Green dice cannot be committed. Let's take on this guy. Lost Sentinel. Okay. Doing all right so far. We got to do 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3. Let's apply these 3. All right, we'll re-roll all of them. Second time. 2 or 1. We'll re-roll it third time. Can't do a green. I'm going to do a blue then. We really need 2 hits. All right, we got our 2 hits. All right, so that knocks him out. So first thing, we had suffer damage. No. After effects, none. Exhaust dice. Exhausted. Then recover dice. So we can recover 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we get to gain item reward. Sorry, this should have been right away. I messed up on that. We get this and discard a non-mandatory enemy. Discard this one. And then our 5 was actually what we're at, so we should do 1 more. My bad. Because the lightning bolt should have done first, right? It's instantaneous for once you defeat it. All right, so now we throw someone away from the top of a stack. Pairs. I'm going to get rid of the pair one. All right, so we have to do the mandatory one. Roll the 3 weakest dice committed this engagement. If you roll at least 2 hits, banish a purple. That sounds terrible. So what we're going to do is we'll use the Parablight stun gun. Use the item. Discard 1 to enemy from this engagement. No reward. I'm just going to do that. Just discard it. We don't get any rewards, but we exhaust dice because I'm pretty sure we can use an item card whenever we want, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do that right away. So we're done. So we get no rewards. We don't have to exhaust anything. We can recover dice though, right? So 1, 2, 3. It doesn't say you can't recover dice. And then we have to discard one at the top. We're gonna get rid of this double enemy one. I don't want to deal with that. All right, items cannot be used. All right, let's go against him. And then our stack is gonna be empty soon, which I'm gonna be honest, it's a long time since we've had an empty stack. Being at the start of the round, after at least one stack has been emptied of all conflict cards, you may decide to face the boss in the end game. If all 3 stacks are, then you can go against it completely. Okay, so then we'll probably do the end game soon because we have to do him. But items cannot be used against this enemy. That's fine. So do 5 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we get a critical with some hits. So first one. All right, let's apply the 2 hits. So we need second roll. All right, let's do another green. Third roll. Okay, critical and the hits. Okay, so we got the win there. All right, so again, commit dice, roll dice, suffer damage. There is none. After effects, there is none. Exhaust dice, and then we get to recover 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then banish 2 dice from your pool to immediately defeat any 1-cost enemy. I don't even think we're going to use that, so I don't even really care. All right. Now we get to throw away a card. Throw away this one. All right. So a max of 3 dice can be committed to this engagement. When defeated, if this was the first enemy defeated, place this card back on the stack. Okay. So in each of the dice rolls, count the number of dice rolled misses. Take the same number of rolled hits and re-roll them. All right, let's do this one and this one. All right, so we have to defeat this guy second and this guy first. So I think that's all right. All right, let's do 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's roll 6 and see what happens. See if we're getting criticals or anything. Okay, we did get a critical. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's re-roll these. Second roll. Okay, there's our 2 hits. Hit or hit and hit. We'll deal this one damage first. So this is defeated. Hits, or actually hits on green would count as 2. Actually, we didn't have a hit. We just had a hit in there, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so he instantly recovers 2 dice, so we get our cheap yellow one. And this one, we are going to... No. Hits deal 3 damage. Does that make sense? We're going to get rid of this card. So we'll take this one. Okay, so after effects there are none. Exhaust and then recover. So let's exhaust all of these. Then we get to recover 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This stays exhausted. And then this is defeated. Now, that his stack is empty, we can enter the end game phase. All right, so the rules are a little bit different with the end game, so we'll kind of go through the rule books to kind of explain it. So basically, we have to activate a boss, or we can. We don't have to, but I'm going to, right? So we're going against the Alpha Beast, who's going to add in 2 more enemies. They were going to add in more enemies, maybe. I don't remember. So every boss card has plus enemy on it. Activate the indicated number of enemies from the stacks as normal. Mandatory enemies must be activated over non-mandatory enemies. Remember to activate any enemies added as a result of incomplete missions as well. Ignore the plus attack on entourage cards. So I don't think we have to. Well, we still have to do those, right? If there are not enough cards remaining in the stacks to fill the entourage. Oh, I guess the entourage is the other things, right? So we don't have to do these plus ones. So that's nice. If there are not enough cards remaining to fill the entourage, take all the conflict cards in the discard and shuffle them together. Okay, so he needs 2 cards. So we'll add this one. Oh no, we have to take mandatory first. Sorry, we have to take mandatory. So mandatory and this one. So we don't have to do more stacks because it's fine. All right, the end game is played according to the standard end game rules. So basically what happens is the trigger for beginning the end game differs by deck. In general, the end game consists of facing the boss and defeating his enemy results may in-game victory. In the end game, you continue to face the boss and any other enemies that come with it each round until you defeat the boss and win. Your health is depleted and you lose. Unless otherwise stated, only the boss must be defeated. Okay, so we skip the activation phase and undefeated cards remain. If in the cleanup step during the end game, do not discard conflict cards that have not yet been defeated. They remain active and must be faced again each round. Dice applied to these undefeated cards are exhausted in the exhaust step as normal. The only thing is, so hits can only be applied to enemies if all unapplied dice are hits. And dice applied to the Alpha Beast are not removed from the exhaust step phase, so he gets to keep his hits on him. In each roll step phase, count the number of misses, take the same number of rolled hits and re-roll them. In each roll step phase, -1 heart for every 2 misses. Okay. So we have 4 life left, so we're probably going to focus on these 2. And knock them out. So let's roll some hits. Right, so in each step, for every 2 misses. We don't want to roll 2 misses, and any other misses we need to redo. Hits can only be applied to enemies if all unapplied dice are hits. So everything needs to be a hit, right? Hits can only be applied to enemies if all unapplied dice are hits. So we just need a bunch of hits, right? We have 5 dice for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we need 2 of them to be critical, basically. Yeah, let's try this. Let's roll. We have 3 rolls. So first one. All right, cool. So critical. We can knock that out. That's actually decent. So this knocks it out. And everything's a hit. We can do everything. So there were no misses. That was actually a really good roll. So we'll do this first, which gives us the plus recovery to 6. And this gives us an item. Okay. Which then we have to first suffer damage. He's going to deal 2 damage to us, so we're down to 2 life, which is fine. Exhaust dice, so we exhaust all of them. Then we recover. We're allowed to recover 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These go away. We get to gain items. We already did this immediately. +1 heart for each enemy currently in the active area. We'll get rid of this card to put this one in. All right. So now we could discard these cards, but I don't think this matters because we just have to take on this boss. So we skip the activation phase. So we have to face him. So now, cheese pizza at the start of the round, we get +1 heart, so we're up to 3 life, which is good. We don't have to do 2. I'm pretty sure we don't have to do more 2 enemies, right? Yeah, because we skipped the activation phase. So let's do this item. So we get +1 heart, so we're up to 4 life. We get +1 heart for each enemy currently in the active area. So there's 1. So that's good. All right, let's apply some hits. So hits can only be applied to enemies if all unapplied dice are hits. So we can roll 3 times. So we might as well roll all of our good ones and see if we get some massive hits there, right? I think that makes sense. All right, so we can't apply these because we have misses. So we're going to do the second roll now. All right, so they're all hits. Okay. So 2, 3, 4. And then now we can roll once more, right? Because that was only the second time. Hits can only be applied to the enemies if all unapplied dice are hits. So let's do. Let's try a lucky roll. See if we can get all the. Let's just do 2 yellows. See if we can get 2 yellows to hit. This is the third roll of committing dice. No, so they both misses. That's fine. So that's that. Then we exhaust these. Dice applied. We're not applying those. So they get exhausted. Then we get to recover them. So that's whatever. He deals 2 damage. So we're down to 2 life. Now it's the next phase. I get to go up to 3 because of the cheese pizza. Cheese pizza is so good. Let's roll all the blues and see if we can get some hits. So roll the blues. Okay, now we have to. Hits can only be applied, so we have to re-roll all of them because they're not applied. Okay, cool. So that's a 2, a 3, 4. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 complete damage out of the 12. Let's roll 2 greens. This is our final step. Hopefully we can get 2 hits here. No, God. Okay, that would have been nice. Okay. Now, we can't exhaust any off, so we're good there. Oh, I'm sorry. We rolled these, so these would get exhausted. We get to recover them. We're good. Now he does 2 damage, brings us down to 1 health. And then now new round, we get the cheese pizza. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we need to do 12. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to play this item. Hits from the red dice deal 3 damage disengagement. So first step, we're going to roll a green and a red. The green just needs to hit and the red just needs to be rolled. So as long as the green hits, we win. We have 3 tries to do it, right? Because hits can only be applied to enemies if all unapplied dice are hits. I think we're good. All right. All right, so we have to re-roll them. Second one. There we go. Okay. So the red one hits deal 3 damage disengagement, and there's our last hit. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage. Defeated him, which was really close and tight there at the end. If he would have attacked us, we would have been done. Thank God for cheese pizza. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough. This is always a fun game to play. It's a tough game, but it's a very enjoyable game. This is one of the few times I've actually won, so I got kind of lucky. I'm sure there was rules mistakes. If there was, put them down in the comments, just so that other people can learn from it and get better and whatnot. But hopefully you appreciated this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And like I said, go over to twitch.tv/D20 Woodworking. Hit the follow button, turn on notifications. Go support the small streamers out there in the board gaming space. And I'll see you all next time.